The most dangerous weapon in this case wasn't a bomb. You see this guy? Mark Hofmann. Calm, intelligent, soft-spoken, the kind of person everyone trusted. Hofmann presented himself as a brilliant document hunter uncovering lost pieces of American and religious history. Collectors trusted him, experts praised him, institutions paid him enormous sums. What no one realized was that the discoveries were carefully engineered lies. One of his most infamous forgeries was a salamander letter, a document claiming an early religious figure described a mystical salamander instead of an angel. The claim quietly challenged long-held beliefs. Fear made the document valuable, and that value bought Hofmann credibility. Then came the Oath of a Freeman, believed to be the first printed document in colonial America. Experts declared it historic. Hofmann sold it for a massive profit. He also forged Joseph Smith's blessing documents suggesting controversial succession claims. Each forgery sparked debate, tension, and demand for more so-called discoveries. But the scheme was fragile. Hofmann had taken large advances for documents he promised but never delivered. Deadlines passed, excuses piled up. Collectors began demanding independent authentication. Others wanted their money back. One major buyer insisted on seeing a long-promised document in person. Hofmann could not produce it. At the same time, he was drowning in debt. He borrowed heavily to maintain his image and fund new forgeries. Experts started noticing problems. Provenance stories were vague, paper trails were missing. Admiration turned into suspicion. Hofmann understood the danger. If even one forgery was exposed, everything would collapse. His reputation, his finances, and his freedom were all at risk. That is when the bombings began. He built small, homemade devices and targeted people connected to his financial pressure. 2 people were killed, another was seriously injured. Hofmann even injured himself to appear like another victim, hoping investigators would chase a killer instead of a forger. For a moment, the chaos worked. But investigators followed the money. Forged ink formulas, fake aging techniques, and bomb components all led back to him. The trusted historian was the criminal. The discoveries were fake. The violence was calculated. Hofmann confessed and received life in prison. This story endures for one reason. The most dangerous weapon was not explosives. It was belief.